background in engineering and management, and by the case, I suddenly find my way in this industry since my life and business partner is a translator by vocation, and she started a translation company. Typical story for this industry. She started a translation company almost 20 years ago, and that was a very interesting and dynamic period here in our home country when the country was starting a negotiation process for joining European Union. And we had a conversation, and we recognized excellent business opportunity for us. And Sandra has invited me to join her and to help her with the business development and the development of the company in general. And that's how the story started. And here we are now. I'm almost 20 years in entrepreneurial and business trenches, and I believe that I can consider myself almost a veteran in the localization industry. And I would say the rest is history. We started company. We actually started as a more or less as a generalist at that time, and I can easily remember how excited we were when 6 of our translators were qualified and selected as official translators for translating a key communautaire. That gave us a certain push for entire company, and that gave us strength to invest in a company development. This is an interesting question, since at that time and today as well, GALA is our favorite association, and we recognized GALA at that time as a good platform and a good place to be in order to get certain connections within the industry, to learn new things from industry peers, and to develop company in general. And that was true in our case, and that was a good move for us. We attended, I don't know exact number, how many conferences we attended since Portugal in 2011. That was our first, and I think it's somewhere between 5 and 10 events we attended since then. And that's our favorite program. That's a good opportunity to meet old and also new friends, to get connections, fresh industry news, informations, good platform for networking, and it also provides certain opportunities for a business. That's a good question. And it's at the same time, it's very hard to explain, since there are so many different and sometimes very, in my humble opinion, very difficult business models out there in the space. Maybe I'm not the right person to answer that question, but what I can say is that we have a thriving business model which exists for almost 20 years now. And what we have done in our case, we've built a company based on certain values. And those basic values for us are simplicity, transparency, integrity, partnership, and continuous improvement. And this provides us a certain framework how we approach business relationships, and how we are trying to develop our company. In the context of hiring new people, we are a bit old-fashioned, because when it comes to hiring, we are following the old saying, hire for attitude, train for skills. And of course, there are certain prerequisites in that sense, depending on role within the company, such as language skills, technical capabilities, commercial skills, digital literacy in general. But considering the overall dynamics of the market, and the first thing we are looking for is whether that individual is good fit for us, in terms of whether they display willingness to learn, improve, change, adopt, since market dynamic is such that we cannot predict what can happen in one quarter. Not needed to say what will happen in a year or 2, 5 years. When working with the clients, we try to explain the value of localization and why localization is an investment and not an expense. Our marketing team is putting a lot of efforts in that context, and we are trying to regularly publish materials related to successful cases of good return on investment related to localization. And we already actually this is the area we are trying to position ourselves, and where we are trying to find a base for our conversations with the clients. Personally, for me, my biggest professional accomplishment is being a co-founder and being in a chance to build or co-build this company, since we have started from a dormitory room as a pure startup, and we have achieved and find our place among the biggest companies in our small industry, in our small space, in South Europe, considering CSA research and their data. So that's what makes me proud of, and my team and the group of people I'm working with, their professional advancement also is something what makes me proud. I forgot who was the person I received that advice, but it was something like be flexible, be open to change, to learn new things, and to adapt to overall changing circumstances. That's the best advice when I see the last 20 years. That was the best advice I ever received.